Okay, let's try this again. Hello everyone, Punisher Knight here. Hope everyone's doing well today. Today we are going to be doing a build stream. Pretty excited about it. I don't have too much more of this battle log series to go. This might be a better angle for it. But yeah, this is going to be the kit that we're building today. This is from that YouTube series, but this is basically the death side of that series. And let me see, I haven't got to make sure my GIF thing was working. So if you can confirm whether or not the GIFs were working, Payne, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I like the colors quite a bit on it too. Alright, let's do... I think if I do that checkbox, it actually should fix this issue going forward. It worked? Awesome. And the audio balance is up good? Very good. I'm going to do one audio command real quick. I haven't got to work on any of my commands, so nothing new yet. But just for the sake of seeing it. Cool. I like how the GIF comes up over that image on the left side. But anyways, let's get into it. I'm doing something a little bit different this time. It's not going to affect the stream as much, but it will definitely affect the video that comes out of the stream, where I actually have a second camera set up over here to get a second angle. So that's going to be something that we're going to be trying out for this next video. But I forgot my toolkit. Give me 1 second. Alright. Won't get too far without the toolkit. Well, you put a lot of work into working on your commands, so I can understand, Payne. So for this, we're going to need the nippers. There's a good chance we're probably going to need this file. And there's a great chance that we are going to need this. Just to be on the safe side, we'll also pull this guy out. I don't think we're going to be using him too much today, but we will see. Alright. Do something real quick. Gonna have Tyranitar here be my blade buddy. It's gonna sit in there, and I'll be able to easily pick it up. Don't have to really think about where it's at. Pretty excited about this one. This is one I have saved just because of, I think its design looks pretty awesome. And I actually assumed this was going to be a villain suit when I first saw the model, but if memory serves, it's actually a hero of the series. I need to rewatch the series. I've only seen it once so far. The whole series is like under an hour together. Something that doesn't really come across in the videos is there's two different materials that they do these plastic bags in within the same kit. There's a more sturdy plastic that you can easily just pull apart. Then there's a softer, more malleable plastic that just wants to bend whenever you try to open it. And that's going to be a cool piece right there. And then I'm gonna have a new type of video come out for my channel on Wednesday this week, and they're gonna be a shorter style video with Impy ready to have the baby any moment now. I didn't want to just leave my YouTube channel completely stagnant, so I'm working on a series of short videos that will basically be posting over this next month, just to make it stay flowing. And if it's a type of video that people like, it is something I will continue. Look at that. It's a unique type of plastic there. Not sure if that actually came across, but let me make sure. That is the Lance, part of the namesake of this model. This hard plastic bag is very easy to open up. I am going to be doing the giveaways on my first build stream back after the baby. That way I know I am not going to be forgetting to mill anything out. Everything can go out in a nice, expeditious fashion. And also it's kind of basically gonna be like a thank you for the people who didn't disappear over the couple of weeks of inactivity that I'm gonna have. I thought that'd probably be the best way to overall handle everything with that. Alright, we got all the runners set up. Nice quick access. And I'll catch up on chat in just 1 second. I just want to show all this. And if I miss anything in chat, I will definitely read it and respond. Alright. I love that armored look. Just from the box alone, I knew I wanted this unit, and I didn't understand the namesake, the LIVELANCE HEAVEN, until I realized like everything about it is a tribute to Death Scythe Hell custom, but just like opposite. Instead of being black, it's white. Instead of being demon looking, it's angel looking. I thought that was pretty cool. Anyone that's seen my channel probably already knows, but I love Gundam. It is premium Gundam for me. Alright. Let's get my tools set up real quick and catch up on chat, and then we'll get into the build. Okay. I bet you recognize one of those stickers, Payne. Yeah, exactly. It's a tribute, but mirrored at the same time. Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to the break, but I am very much looking forward to the new baby. So, it'll be exciting, but I expect a certain amount of fall off on YouTube. If I don't post every 2 weeks, I end up losing a couple subscribers, so I might be about 2 to 4 weeks out of content, basically, depending on how everything goes. But hopefully those small, they'll be like maybe 2 to 6 minutes each, but hopefully those videos will get everyone by over that time period. And it's actually something I would enjoy doing going forward if other people enjoy seeing it. If not, I'll just keep doing it without recording it. Crafting cam looks great, thanks man. I'm gonna go just chatting. I just want to show my crafting cam real quick. So it's this document scanner, and this arm has like this joint here and this joint here that has like a crazy amount of articulation. So you can adjust the angles and everything, and then it has a lot of featured buttons on it that make it very handy if you're editing on the fly or videoing on the fly, or if you're actually scanning documents. It's actually really good. Like taking pictures of comic books, it is amazing. It even has its own light source. Alright, let's get into the build. This is my first build with my new desk setup. Okay, first thing we need, building the chest. Show, that's what we're building. The chest is always one of the quickest things. So we need E15. I like to explain this every time just because of sometimes there's new people. And building Gundams can look very daunting, but it's actually quite easy. So each piece on the build sheet, the instructions, will tell you a runner, which is right there, and then a number, which is right there. So this piece is E15. There's only one E15, so that makes it super easy. But as Payne mentioned, I am going to be doing a giveaway very soon. I thought it was going to be within a couple weeks, but it's been a crazy hectic couple weeks. So I decided with the baby due any day now, the best bet, instead of making a promise that might end up falling through, is just to commit that the first build stream after the baby's born, there's going to be a giveaway where 5 units are being given away. I already have the kits, and it's going to be the same rules as last time, where I encourage people to get the raw kit mailed to them, but anyone that wants a kit built for them instead, I'll build the kit that they win. That way, if building's not your thing, don't just have a box of runners sitting around. You can actually enjoy your prize. But I get a lot of joy and satisfaction out of building Gundams. Not even just the raw builds, but the customizations, and I don't know, the community itself is great too. So it's just something I would like to share with people when possible. Anyone that might be interested in building Gundams, I like to give that encouraging push. Much like Payne did for the DC Multiverse line. I'd been looking at them, but had resisted until Payne came along and showed me a death metal Batman. And then you only have to cut out like 2 pieces at a time. I make it look a little bit more complicated by cutting out a whole row's worth of pieces. But that's just my personal build style to speed things up a little bit. But it is highly encouraged just to take your time and enjoy the build. Sorry about that. Yes, death metal Batman. And if you're interested in it, I can go grab him real quick. That was the first in the line that I got, but I'm slightly ashamed to admit that I have over 100 different figures from that line now, including every death metal figure that's came out so far. That's not correct. My initial way of putting it is correct. And another great thing about building Gundams is usually it's pretty forgiving, unless you're like working some of the crazier big kits that are a lot more extensive. But usually if you pop the wrong piece in wrong, as long as you didn't force it in and warp it, you can easily remove it and get it back the way it needs to go. Hey Mercury, welcome to the stream. Yeah, the Angel Gundam, the Wing Zero, that's definitely a favorite of mine too. Any Gundam Wing kits are pretty awesome though. Sorry, just catch you up on chat real quick. And I definitely will, it won't be displayed that way, but I definitely will take a photo shoot of Death Scythe next to Heaven Lance. Oh yes, I love Yu Yu Hakusho. I have a few representations of Yu Yu Hakusho around my room. That is premium childhood anime, up there with Rurouni Kenshin and Dragon Ball Z. This piece is not wanting to go in, and I see where it's supposed to line up. There we go. And I do have those kits handy, so I will pull those up. The commando looking one. Oh, the one I sent you, that was a 00 Gant, I believe is what it was called. It was from this Battle Log series though. Alright, I know you said I can wait. The Batman's actually right next to the model kits. It's gonna be the one thing I grab. I'm gonna get up real quick, grab that Batman and those model kits, show them off real quick, and then get back to the build. Be right back. Alright, so this is with him on his death metal bike as well. This is the figure that started everything off. I don't really want to take him off the bike, but the bike itself is pretty sweet too. But the death metal series, or metal and death metal, is actually what got me back in the DC comics. I'd been out of reading them for quite a while. Since I was a kid, to be honest. So hey, Falloon. And yes, I do plan on sending you an entry-level kit. I'll actually be showing what entry-level kit is here in 1 second too. Welcome everyone to the stream. It's always great to have everyone. Just to go over what's happening right now, we're building LIVELANCE HEAVEN. We've gotten about chess far, but before we get too far into that, I'm just going to show what kits I'm going to be giving away during my next giveaway, which is going to be happening on my first build stream post having my baby. So, starting off smallest and go bigger. This series is pretty cool. It's the Gundam Artifact series. It's a little confusing because the kit you see on the front is not the one you get. This one in particular is Zaku 3, which is right here. The big beastie Zaku. Anyone that's a Universal Century fan probably likes Zaku. I know I do. And then going up in size from that, we're going to SD grade. This is SCW Heroes Nobunaga Gundam Epion Dark Mask version. So this is Epion Gundam from Gundam Wing, but it's themed after the historical figure Nobunaga. They had a whole series of taking kits and kind of combining them with people that you've probably seen in Destiny Warriors. And then the next two kits are both entry grade. This is actually part of the Battle Log series. This is the original RX-782, but it is American paint job. Inside the Battle Log series, this kit was actually the grand prize that everyone was fighting for, so I think it's a cool gift to give away. And like it says, it's entry grade, requires no tools, no painting. That's the Battle Log series, but literally every piece can just be taken out by hand. It is much better if you do use any kind of nippers, just to reduce the nubs, but it is not needed, and you'll have a nice solid kit. Like, the amount of solidness to these entry grades are quite awesome, to be honest. They have a lot of articulation, and they stay in position really well. And then this is another entry grade. This is V Gundam, also RX-93. It is Armoro's second kit, Gundam, and it is a beast. But this is also an entry grade kit, and that means you won't need anything special to build it. This next kit, though, I kind of skipped a grade, which was HG, and went right to RG. And this guy is bad. Like, he is awesome. He has so many different accessories. It has the small decals that you can put on. He has lots of different configurations that you can set him up with. He has his guns, he has his sabers, and it is a pretty glorious kit. I already have one built. I actually had one ordered and got really impatient and saw one in store and ended up picking up that way as well. So that's why there's a second one, but I figured someone would enjoy it. Xeon. Xeon knows how to make their kits look awesome. Alright, let's see. Just catching up, and then we will... I don't know about always quality streams there, Flown, but I do my best. I don't think I've seen a YouTube Bat Metal song. I have listened to the soundtrack for the Death Metal series, if that's what you're talking about. But if it's like a fan-made song, I have not heard that, but I would like to. So feel free to send that to me. I'm glad you're enjoying that Ghost of Tsushima game so much. They're a pain. I'm kind of hesitant to give game suggestions to people sometimes, but it's always great whenever they pan out. Yeah, there's actually another kit that might make a better custom for that. I'll show you offline sometime. I got a few kits from that line. It's actually really fun builds. And can't go wrong with Death Scythe and Toggies. Yes, you can definitely send it to me via chat. Those are three great ones. Epion especially. He's one of the coolest villains outside of Double Gundam. Alright, so I am going to get back into the build, but I'll do my best to keep a vigilant eye on chat as well. Okay, line 2. But I hope everyone is having a fantastic Monday so far, especially with the time change, for those who are affected by that nonsense. I really don't understand why we still have that, but I guess it is what it is. Hey, Jared. Yeah, I can imagine. That time change can really mess up your whole internal clock quite a bit. It is an uncommon weapon, the whip. Oh, sorry. When you said chat, I wasn't For some reason, I was thinking about Discord chat. And anyone can feel free to add me on Discord if they want. My Discord itself can be accessed by doing !Discord on Twitch. But feel free to add me personally if you want to send things not in a public setting. Appropriate things, by the way. I am a married man, not looking to get in any kind of trouble. Definitely not looking for any kind of attention like that. Alright, so next we are building the head. Another cool thing about this battle log series is all the kits are pretty much meant to be interswappable. It has like a breakdown of like the stats of the parts, but I think it actually shows customization ideas. Maybe not. Some of them do, some of them don't. But it's cool that all the pieces are easily interswappable in this set. All of them are basically have like the same core frame with variations. Sometimes early into the builds it can be hard to get your bearings on where a piece is. Oh, looking for this little guy. And then I haven't quite decided on my next build yet, but with it being a giveaway stream, it's probably going to be a master grade kit. That way the stream is about 3 to 4 hours instead of about 2 hours. And it'll give more people a chance to participate. And this isn't going to be a sub only thing for Twitch users. It's going to be all you have to do is been following me on Twitch, so no cost to anyone for this giveaway. I just want to basically thank people for staying with me after my little break I'm about to be taking. This is going to be one of the few events that I can't plan content ahead of for, especially streaming content. Alright, we're about to have to do every builder's favorite thing, stickers. Man, that's a small area for those stickers too. It's one of the many things that toothpicks come in handy for, though. No need to be sorry, Nick. Sorry I misunderstood. Yeah, you're definitely all good. Yeah, and I had some people, like bots, coming in spamming links at one point, so I do have where you have to be either like a mod or VIP to share a link. Cool. Thank you. I'll definitely listen to that. And yeah, thank you, Jared. He's my favorite character from Chainsaw Man. Especially love the Coon. Can't wait for season 2 of Chainsaw Man. Also can't wait for the dub of it. I'm gonna be watching it sub and dub, both. Awesome. I wish I could watch them on stream, but I am multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch, so watching things like that doesn't really pan out well on YouTube, unfortunately. And I agree, Payne. Open to all followers. No paywall for the contest. Uh-oh. Is it by the same person? Yeah, Jared. It was definitely my best anime of 2022, without a doubt. Best anime I've watched in a while. That might not be as concrete for most people, but It was a tremendously amazing anime. I'm just sad that it didn't do... It was a short season. Other than that, no complaints. Love the voice acting. I love animation. I felt like they did the characters from the manga justice. Like, of course, the manga is a little bit better, but that's any written media tends to be a little bit better. Alright. Decals are definitely the thing that gives me the most trouble on these. Without toothpick or even a razor blade, I'd be lost. But even if you get into building Gundams, these smaller ones, going up to the harder ones isn't that bad. If you go, or bigger ones, I should say, isn't that bad for master grade. But it's when you get into perfect grade and beyond that things can get quite hairy, where it actually requires quite a bit of perfection. I have not built a perfect grade yet, but I have watched, as well as I'm in Gundam groups and is discussed from time to time, of course. This guy has quite the crest, a crown, whatever you want to call this, like keystone of the helmet. I'm usually a fan of the more simple ones. Sandrock Gundam is my favorite Gundam. I like his custom version though, where he has the 2 sets of horns. But this is actually a pretty cool one. Gives me a God of War vibe. Oh, so we only have the sticker on the front here. Cool. Usually you have these little stickers that you can't see on the front and back of crowns or helmets. And then, just like previous streams, I am going to be doing panel lining of this and smaller details off stream. And then I will post a photo shoot as well as a full build video condensed down to about 12 to 15 minutes usually. Alright. We are moving on to the shoulders. Very simple shoulders too. So we need these 4 guys. Typically, you only need to cut out like 2 to 3 pieces at a time, but I choose to do things a little bit harder, but it increases my build speed. So there's definitely a flow of building that can fit pretty much anyone's style, is what I'm trying to get at. Compared to the kits from the 90s, these are incredibly detailed and much easier. I thought it might have just been me thinking, like my memory, but I actually went back and got a Sandrock that I built as a kid, and it was just as disappointing in the end as it was the first time around. Just missing so many details. Even the box shows it better. Yeah, I honestly, there's not too many dubs I have issues with. There are definitely some, but usually when I watch anime, unless it's something special, I'm usually doing something else while I'm watching it, like building Gundams or customizing figures or various tasks with my hands. So usually dub is my preferred, just so I can watch anime and do other things at the same time. But I definitely understand that mentality. I used to be a sub snob back in high school. I do think that dub quality is better now than it was all those years ago when I was in high school. But I do think there is a gap there. And I understand people who are bothered by that gap. So, yes, the music, the opening of Chainsaw Man was incredible, Jared. The music for that was perfect. The whole series had great music, but that intro was amazing. Oh, I forgot about that too, Payne. I was trying to think, how did you take that out? But I tell you, Nick, in high school, I wouldn't talk to you if you came up to me like trying to talk about anime and dub. Dragon Ball Z was like the only thing I was willing to watch dub, and that's just because I grew up on it. But also back in high school, I had infinite free time. That's how it felt, at least. And anime and manga was definitely a big thing in my life at that time. We had a group of friends that we each had a different long-running manga series that we were in charge of buying as they came out, and we'd exchange them amongst us. Good times. And then most anime was, if it wasn't on Toonami, it was bootlegged in one form or another. Otherwise, you're paying like $35 per VHS at PacSun. Spare me, great Lord. Let me write that down quick. I will not remember, but I definitely love getting suggestions, especially if it's just for a good OP and ending. I'll definitely give the whole show a check out. Thank you for that, Nick. Oh, there we have a dub of Chainsaw Man, Jared. I didn't know that. I will definitely be giving that a try. I know I saw a preview at one point and liked that, but... And what was the results of that, Payne? Trigun, yeah, that definitely had a great dub back in the day. Vash was perfectly acted, in my opinion. Oh, that makes sense, Payne. That's how a lot of them are, though. It was on Crunchyroll? Ugh. That's one of the few things I'm still slightly snobby on, is Crunchyroll has a terrible service, in my opinion. I was enjoying paying for Funimation, to be honest, but when they like forced me to go over to Crunchyroll, I tried it for like 3 months, and I was just mad all the time. Whether it was missing anime that I was already watching, or just the user interface felt clunky, slow, and often would crash on the Xbox. It was just not a happy experience. And last I checked, they still didn't have all the Gundam series that Funimation had. And when that switch happened is when I was binge watching like every Gundam I could. I think I went through like 6 different Gundam series on Funimation last year. Okay, we're gonna get organized for a second, and that way I can cut out a whole line of pieces. One of the major downsides of this dual stream is I often want to listen to like anime themed lo-fi, but last time I tried that, I got copy striked super quick. Like before the stream was even over, I had notices. If the stream probably went on, it probably would have been taken down like on the spot. I don't know. But that's if I'm not watching something, I'm typically listening to like a Cowboy Bebop lo-fi or something like that. Which I found the vinyl for Cowboy Bebop the other day and have been greatly enjoying that. I'd slowed down on listening to records for a little bit, but that got me right back into it. I heard that records outsold CDs in 2022 for the first time since like 1987, which that's pretty crazy, but also pretty cool at the same time. Alright, catch up on chat real quick. I need to do something where I can see chat while looking forward during my build stream. What game was that, Pain? Oh, well, Jared, you're bragging about having friends there. No, I'm kidding. It definitely makes it better if you're not paying for Crunchyroll. Yes, you did send me that playlist, Pain. E5. Okay. I don't think I need any more E's. It needs to be on the outside, it needs to be on the inside. This playlist isn't bad for free music though, to be honest. It's not too far off, but from what I like to listen to, but it is still a little bit off. I would love to be able to just watch anime with you guys and build at the same time. That would be my ideal setup. I think the only way I could get away with that if I just tell people what anime I'm watching and where to watch it and what episode I'm on. So we basically watching, but I wouldn't be streaming it. But I'm also not sure how much fun that would be for people. missing one C18. So that's that side. Whoopsies. Good thing he's not a Highlander, because he would be a goner. But yeah. Alright, let's see what goes on that arm for the other side. Is there a C2? Oh, there is. Okay. My bad. Usually don't talk to myself while I'm doing builds either. This is just for everyone else's benefit. Definitely never talk to myself when no one's around. Alright, now let's get those hands out. For some reason they only tell you to cut one set of hands at a time. I like to clear my runners as quickly as possible, so I'll be cutting out all the hands and putting the extra ones to the side. And as always, I'm going to be going with the open hand look. I think it looks good during build for that open hand look. It's like a Frankenstein on the slab kind of thing. Some of these backings actually are kind of polarized where they only go on one set of hands, so I try to keep them linked up to where they should go. Boom. Apparently I got a little mixed up. Boom. Again. It is pretty standard for these to come with 3 hands. I am going to get that piece later. I got a new desk mat and it is not unfolding properly. So it's kind of hard to roll my chair on a whim right now. Give it another couple of days, it should be fine, but for now it is quite annoying. Alright. Moving right along. Now we're losing the color of the guide, but we're in the leg section. Oh man, the Resident Evil 4 looks incredible. I can't wait to play that, honestly. Discord event. Hey, Will. I didn't hear the alert go off. Did it work? Uh-oh. What kind of situation are you in, Will? You only want to be a superhero right now? It seems like that'd be a constant desire. I might have to look into that, Pain. Yeah, I don't know why your alert sound is so low. I'm gonna have to get a new recording of it, to be honest. It is maxed out in the settings. Alright. Get some leg action going. Can't wait to get to the wing part of this build. As a Gundam Wing fan, I'm definitely like some good plumage on my units. Alright, we're also going to need a 4 in this line. And if anyone does get into building Gundam and needs any advice, either on builds or what kind of like equipment is ideal, do feel free to hit me up on any of my social medias or Discord or anything like that. I'll typically recommend people the way that most people suggest things to be done at first, let them get used to that, and then kind of let them know of things that I do that may not be as mainstreamly accepted, but works for my style. It might also work for them. You're pulling a prank on me, William? Sorry, it went a little over my head there, Will. But I do appreciate the energy and effort. But the wife is doing good. She actually is a little too worn out to go to school today, though. School isn't, that's where she works. I think the baby will probably be here literally any day now. The official due date is Thursday, but I don't know if she's going to make it that long, or both of them are going to make that long. We shall see, though, right? I'm missing a piece, maybe? Yeah, E113. Thank you for asking, though, Will. Tomorrow is Pi Day, so that would be pretty cool for him to be born on. And then the day after that is the Ides of March, which will also be pretty cool. And then for anyone that's biblical, thereafter that is 3:16, which holds a lot of importance to people of the scripture. I'm personally hoping for March 15th, but the most important thing isn't the day, but that everything goes smoothly and everyone is happy and healthy afterwards. I feel like it fits right. Ah, that's why it's not fitting right. Okay. Okay, we get that back in there. Make sure it's facing the right way. And we're gonna need to make sure these little sides actually clip in up at the top, and then we slide down. Much better. There we go. Let's get all the C pieces out real quick. I'll get all this line cut, and then I'll catch back up on chat in just one moment. But thank you everyone that's here and chatting. Definitely makes things a lot more fun. Oh wait, is there a 12 on? Only one of these has a 12. I think it was this one. Yep. I'm really looking forward to editing this video though with the second camera setup. I think it's going to give me some more options for some creativity during the editing process. I had a lot of fun with that last one, to be honest. Weird that this identical piece is on a different number runner. That is not normal. But not a big hiccup either. It's clearly labeled on the instructions. I have to give it to him though, to have these complicated instructions with no English in them and it still be easy to follow. When I say no English, there is very small amounts, like where it says legs, things like that. Oh, wrong piece. Oof, kind of nipped a little too close there. Let me know if my head is getting into the build camera, even the hat is. I don't want that for y'all guys' experience, but also I don't want that for the editing process too. Which most of the time at the speed in which I play doesn't really affect it too much. Alright, that's that whole line. Let's catch up on chat real quick. Stretch my back for a second. Alright. Yes, she is definitely ready to have that child pop out. Yes, and 316 will usually make me think of Stone Cold as well there, Pain. Okay, like you haven't seen my hat pop into the view here? Okay. Sometimes when I'm videoing or editing, like there'll be a good few minute stretch where I just have like a puff of hair like sitting right here, and it's okay, cool. Alright, so we got all these pieces, we got them fairly organized. Let's assemble. Speaking of Stanley. That side. I like that the core frame pieces aren't the standard gray for this. They're this goldish color. So, nice little bit of variety. Okay, so we got that. Uh-oh. Luckily that wasn't sealed in there yet. Something feels off. Let's try the other one. Yeah, something's off. I'm gonna pop these apart and re-look at things real quick. He's gonna be perpetually stuck in an action pose otherwise. Okay. So we got this guy right here. Yeah, I definitely didn't put that on the right way. And I just realized I was looking at this diagram completely wrong. That was definitely a me thing, not a Gundam thing though. There we go. That looks way more like a articulating me. If you're not streaming while building, you probably won't have that problem though. Alright, that looks way better. Excuse me there. Did that go backwards? I usually allow myself one mistake per build. Okay. Okay. That circle is actually fitting in there now. It is always good to double check as you go though, because sometimes you don't find a mistake as you go. It's quite a bit of unbuilding to fix it. Make sure we're getting plenty of views on how to handle any kind of mishap. Let's not stress the plastic. Let's just go ahead and pop that right off. Kind of regretting the hat for this build though. I'm starting to sweat. I'll catch you later, Jared. Thank you for stopping by, man. Oh, what part? I don't know what you missed me saying there, Will, or else I would repeat it for you. Nice, man. You're going to be 100% on that game for no long time. I haven't quite gotten that far as 100% it yet, but I do have most of the collectibles. I think the only thing I'm missing is the crickets. All right. I usually don't put anything in my lap. And we're almost done with these sea runners, which is always exciting to start seeing runners disappear. Much better. Can't promise it'll stop the coughs, but it at least stops the itchiness. So we want that guy facing like this, and that's a little sliding action there. Nope. And sorry for anyone that keeps catching a glimpse of my finger wound that I have. rope burn last weekend, and it's still on its way to healing. It was a fun experience though. Got lifted off the ground like 4 or 5 feet by a tree. And when you're my size, it's not too often you get involuntarily lifted off the ground. One thing I don't like about following the instructions perfectly, or as closely as I am this time, is you build the legs and feet before you build the waist. Which I do understand why they do that, because typically you have to move a piece on the waist to get the legs to fit onto the waist, but my OCD, I like to build from top down. So usually I will build the head before building the chest, and then chest, arms, waist, and legs. But I'm following the instructions this time, so these legs are just going to be sitting out here in limbo here in a minute. We need E9. This is another runner that's almost done though. But to be fair, all we have is the waist, wings, and weapons left, so. And something about building these Gundams made me way more comfortable with just taking apart any other plastic object in my room. That's a really big nub that's bothering me. So for nub removal, I'll typically go at it first with a razor blade. And then I will take a glass file to it. And then I will do a little bit of paint over it, and it'll look like you never even cut it off of a sheet. Alright, just have one more connecting joint and we're done with the legs. And this runner here is a much softer, more malleable piece of it's more rubbery than plastic. While these are, it's still bending, but it's much stiffer and feels like it's gonna snap if I bend it too far. I can only have one B, one's 33. This kit is a little bit more unique than they typically are. As in, usually all the same pieces are on the same letters runner, if not the same runner itself. This is having random pieces that are on C also be on B. Which I know probably doesn't mean anything to anyone else, but if you know kind of deal, I guess. before the next build stream, the giveaway one, I'm going to be doing a slight adjustment to where I can see all the chats while I'm building and don't have to take these stops to accomplish it. But since we're moving on to the waist, let's take a quick break. Nidoking escaped, oh no. So the baby's birthday is most likely going to be somewhere between 3, 14, 15, and 16. So we were just talking about what those numbers meant. And on top of the John 316 that most people know by, Payne and I were talking about Austin 316, which is a 90s wrestler. Stone Cold Steve Austin used to say quite a bit. You're not trying 100%, but you're getting pretty close though. See, I wasn't trying 100% either. I was just doing everything that was fun, which was almost the equivalent of 100%ing it. I really think the only thing I'm missing now is crickets from the DLC, or it doesn't have crickets, but from combining DLC and the main game. Outside of the things that you have to do in New Game Plus, obviously. Alright. So his waist looks a little bit more complicated than normal, but of course, that's nothing that we can't handle. Doesn't look too hard, but I'm never one to veer away from a challenge. My family's motto is Virtus in Aldero, which means virtue in difficulty. Which means we're usually too hard-headed to back down from a challenge. Or at least that's how it applies to me. So they create little stress points in the runners to prevent parts from breaking. So it's kind of like a fuse, where if this part was getting enough stress where it could have possibly broken, it actually broke here instead. Which is quite nifty. It sucks getting old kits and it just have a snapped piece inside. Hopefully you can glue it together, but who knows? You might not be able to. So they've done a lot to make these kits very, very user-friendly. Consumer-friendly even. Alright, let's build what we got and then we'll move on. I don't think we've used any pieces from this runner yet. And then after we build the waist, I'm going to catch up on chat. And then I'm going to take a quick break and just stretch real quick, as my back is still kind of messed up from last week. Not nearly as bad, and nothing I can't solve with a quick stretch. Let's catch up on chat before we get into this. That Boken tournament though was fun. There was one guy I kind of had to cheese it on. What's the easy way? Oh yeah, that definitely makes it quite a bit easier. I was just a little too stubborn to use that method. Okay, so this goes... That's nice, it covers up that whole joint there. Here's the not nice part. Stickers. The area in which these go are not as well defined as they typically are. Ah, that's because it goes on the inside. Weird. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Cool nonetheless, though. Usually this section is not very well seen, but it is cool when there's detail there. That's why, even though it's almost never seen, I still panel on it. Ruh-roh. Another instance that the toothpick comes in handy. That looks terrible. You usually get at least one free try with these stickers though. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to line it up on one side. All right. Looks sharp though, I have to admit. I was like, I know I'm looking at that piece, right? There was just a second hole I wasn't seeing. And this is my advice I always give this section of the video, but I always find very important. Whenever in here it fully encapsulates both sides of this, you don't want to keep it as one piece, because of as you move it, both sides move. So instead, you're going to cut right here in between. You want to clean that up so there's no friction. And then you can have it to where they are independently articulating. Doesn't lose any of the stability, but makes it to where if you do a pose, or like where they have one leg up, you can have this up but the other side be down. Makes a big difference to me, but it's something I pretty much do to every kit as long as it has that ability to hold them in there. It's a great feeling when the kids start coming together. Let's see, you can have them in a pose like that, and it's not just has both of them freely up like that. I had one kit that actually told me to do that. And I always remember it because of I made sure when I filmed it to that point at the paper, like in great detail, like, look, it's telling me to do this. Ever since then, I actually went back to older kits I did and redid that section, and I've been doing it on all my kits ever since. Team's good on the second side. Okay. Crazy how fast that first one went in. The second one is very delayed. Alright, that is our core body done. Next, we get to build the wings.
Take this!
Uh-oh. Is that a... I forgot what that alert meant right off. Thank you, William. Getting better every day. And thank you for being friendly, William. I'm always willing to return the same energy people give to me. And, sorry, it's not showing me what that was. Falone Finds has gifted a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much, Falone. That was the first time that audio command got to be used. I want to play it again just because I think it's pretty funny. I think it's a good gift one. Okay, so I still have some commands to set up, but I'm gonna go through them real quick for the things like that. So for follow, we have.
Hello there.
For our raid, we have. For our subscribe, we have.
Welcome to the frickin' Guardians of the Galaxy.
For our resubscribe, we have.
Thank you very much.
The audio sounds a little quiet on that. Just said thank you very much. And then we just saw the gifted, but play it again.
Take this!
But yeah, thank you very much for that, Falone. Oh, I forgot I was doing all those commands and I saw the raid thing. What? Someone raided me. And thank you again for that, Falone. I'm sure Crushed Tater Tot is appreciative as well. Very much appreciative. Alright, wait, I'm going to do my stretch real quick. And then we are going to get into... they call it a backpack, but we all know it is the wings. Be right back. Yeah, I'm awake. I'm building. I'm live. Be done in a minute. Love you.